Staying alongside LWC head football coach Chris Oliver as the Blue Raiders quickly approaching the 2019 football season, and kind of coincides with a little bit of an important game. It's Chapter 10 of the Battle of Highway 55 with Campbellsville coming to town on Thursday. Coach, it's not your normal season opener, but I know you guys got to be really excited.
Yeah, I think you're always excited to get out there that first game of the year, and then you add in the rivalry, and it's a division game and all those things, and it's going to be a great atmosphere on Thursday night, and I think both teams are going to be fired up. They're going to be excited, and we're going to be excited, and it's going to be a fun night.
Maybe the one thing that's lost, and you mentioned it, but maybe lost the most is the fact that it is a divisional game.
Yeah.
In a division that is absolutely loaded. I think it's the toughest division in all of football, in all of NAI football from top to bottom.
Yeah, the Bluegrass division is just it's a murderer's row. I mean, it is a great division. There's no weeks off, and just to give the fans like some idea on how these things. Like Coach Thomas and I got together and we looked at our schedule, and both of us, we opened late on the schedule that we were given. We were supposed to open up a week from now, and we said, hey, what do we think about moving this up, playing Thursday night, and we create a late season bye week, and he was for it and I was for it, and it's kind of a win-win for both programs and both teams, but it's going to be a big time atmosphere, and you talk about putting the pressure on right away, but it's going to be a team that goes out and executes well is going to be in good shape.
Obviously you've broken camp now, school has started, classes have started.
Yeah.
How has things been since you've broken camp and now I guess back in, even though it's Thursday, it's not normal routine, but I guess it's close to normal routine.
Well, it's certainly a weird feel for us as coaches anytime you don't play Saturday, because everything is so rigid day to day. So, we all kind of act like it's a different day of the week on a week like this. But our guys have had great energy, great enthusiasm. We had a really solid camp. We were excited to get camp started, and you're excited to get camp finished. And our guys were ready to get some time off and get their legs back. And I thought we've bounced back well with the start of classes a week ago, and now this first week of game preparation. There are guys that have handled it well, and there's challenges there that you don't think about. You do prep teams for the first time. You're asking young guys to go down and do something they haven't done since maybe their early high school days. So there's a learning curve to all of that, but every college football team is going through that right now.
You've got guys who will play their first collegiate snap on Thursday night.
Yeah.
That's always it's fun for us to see. Not so much fun for the coaches, but I guess, Judd, give us a prediction on, if you can, on how you think your freshman class, your redshirt freshmen, guys who didn't play last year, will adapt to the atmosphere, because this place ought to be just jam-packed on Thursday night.
Yeah, they're going to make mistakes. I mean, that's going to happen, and that's okay. That's part of the process. Now, we want to limit those mistakes, but we can do everything we can to simulate those situations throughout spring ball, throughout fall camp. Nothing's quite like when the foot hits the ball at 7 p.m. on Thursday night. So we know those things are going to happen, but we got to play fast. We got to overcome those. We have to have great leadership that brings those guys along. And again, every college football team is going through those things, but who can handle it? Who can not let the moment be bigger than it is? And the bottom line is, it's one play at a time. It's 4 to 6 seconds at a time. And the team that can continuously do that and have the ebbs and flows of the game, because they're going to make plays, we're going to make plays. The team that can handle that and keep coming, is going to like the outcome at the end.
You played them late in the season last year. Now you're playing them early in the season this year. Is there anything that you can take from that late season game? Or obviously these are two totally different teams than what finished the 2018 season. But is there anything you can build upon from that late season win last year?
Well, I think they have their schemes and we have our schemes, and I doubt there will be a lot of big changes, but you're going to have tweaks. You're going to have things that you do differently. They have a new starting quarterback on their 2-deep who's a new player in their program, came out of a junior college. There's going to be things that he does differently, maybe better than other guys on their roster who they've had recently. So there's things that you tweak as coaches, so we have to be ready for those things, and they have to be ready for some of that for us. So you can take away, I don't think they're going to completely change their schemes, and we aren't either, but there's going to be things that you have to be ready to adapt to, and you're going to have new schemes, whether that's on special teams or whatever that may be.
As we begin this 2019 season, is there one thing or two things in particular that you're really, really excited about?
I'm just excited to get going. I mean, it's a long off season. They seem to go faster and faster, but we work an awful long time as coaches and players for 10 or 11 guaranteed opportunities every year. There's days when I'm envious of baseball coaches, and I'm envious of basketball coaches with how many opportunities they get to go out and play their game. We only get 10 or 11 guaranteed opportunities. So I think we're just excited to be at this point and ready for Thursday night to get here.
And what's your message to the local community about getting out of here?
Yeah, it's going to be about 80 degrees high on Thursday. It's going to be about 70 at kickoff. It is the biggest game in the state of Kentucky, maybe this weekend, let alone Thursday night. I mean, it's just going to be a great situation to come out and come out and tailgate, get off work. It's going to be a fun night.
Coach, good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Chris.